Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you have watched my latest reading vlog, you might have seen that I did just have COVID again this year in October. I managed to do that last year as well, so I am recovering. I'm planning to go back to work tomorrow, so I thought today would be a great day to test out whether my voice is back completely. So we're going to do the end of the year book tag today, which I'm very excited about. I love this tag. It's like really fun to watch every year and to do every year. But if you see some very choppy editing, you know that I just have to cut out a cuff or two. So let's get into the questions. The first question is, are there any books you started this year that you need to finish? And actually this year I've been really good. I have not been dragging out any books. So currently I have 2 books I'm reading. I'm reading Evocation by S.D. Gibson, which I hope to finish tonight. And I'm currently listening to These Fleeting Shadows by Kate Ellis Marshall. And I think this one will take me another week or so. As soon as I get back into my regular life, I will listen to audiobooks more again. So these are the books I have ongoing, but they're just my current reads. Do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? And I have 2 books here. I don't know how autumnal they really are, but they're like 2 books I really hope I get to in November, which is a little bit foolish considering my other plans for November. But let me just be delusional for a second here. So from my physical TBR, one book I think gives me a little bit of autumnal vibes is Equal Rights by Terry Pratchett. I desperately want to read this year. I try to read one of his books in publication order every year, so we made it to this one for 2024. And this, the cover is so gorgeous and it is about witches, so I think it will give me some autumnal vibes. And then the other one is a library book. It is called The Historian. And this one is just so big. It's so big, it's ridiculous. But I would really like to read this. I don't think I will, let's be fair. But I'll just, I'll just try my best to get to it. Because I think this is some kind of a vampire book. Next question, is there a new release you're still waiting for? And actually I don't think there is. There was one, but it got pushed back again. So still waiting out for Nevermore book 4. This is a middle grade series about a girl called Morgan Crow who gets sucked into a magical world, and I just love the series so much, and I've been waiting for book 4 for so long, and I hope it really will come out next spring because I just need it in my life, and I hope that it being pushed back so much just means that it will be extra good when it actually comes out. But yeah, I'm so much waiting for this. One book that is still coming out this year, I think, is the next installment in Monstrous. That would be volume 9, I think. And so I probably get that as well, but last year it was really difficult to get hold of volume 8, so I don't expect to read this year anyway. And then some other releases for next year I'm really excited about. There is going to be a new Grady Hendrix book that is kind of like witchy, so I'm really looking out for that. And then also a little bit different for me probably is the new Sangu Mandana book, which I'm also really excited to read. It just looks so cozy and wholesome. And yeah, there's also some new releases I'm waiting for, but as I said, most of these are 2025 releases, and even with the Monstrous one, I don't think I will be able to buy it before the year is over. Next question. What are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? Now, I already did my autumn TBR where I have all of my physical books that I still want to read, and I'm just gonna grab out a couple here that would be extra cool. There is some that are very firmly planned for November specifically. First of all, I want to read the first Mistborn era, so we have 3 large fantasy books on that list. I will get those as ebooks, and I'm very excited to start this journey. I know that a lot of people love these books a lot. And this is just a high fantasy series. I don't really know anything about it, which is my preferred way to go into a series, but we'll see. Next on my list that is like very firm is Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. I'm planning on listening to the audiobook for that in November. It is a long audiobook, so it will probably take me almost all month. But yeah, I'm very excited about this one as well. This has been on my list to read for a very long time. But it is a big book, so that is intimidating. And last but not least, this is kind of like my stretch goal, would be The God of Lost Words. This is the finale to this Hell's Library trilogy, and I have been meaning to read the last book for such a long time, but I really want to reread the first two first, and that's just what is keeping me, because I just need to find the time to do it. I'm just always so in the mood to do it, but then there's all these shiny new books and I get distracted. Next question. Is there a book you think could still shock you and become your favorite book of the year? And I actually do think that Mistborn has pretty good chances because it is so well loved. And last year I read Elantris by Brandon Sanderson, and this is one that people don't really love so much if they've read most of his work. So I was really surprised that I already liked that one so much. So I can't even imagine how good his like really beloved books are. So I guess I wouldn't be so surprised, but I'm hopeful that Mistborn will make it into my favorite books list this year. And the last question is, have you already started making reading plans for 2025? And I haven't made like specific plans yet. The biggest thing I think for 2025 is that I'm planning to take a sabbatical during the summer, and so I will have lots more time to read. And so my goal is to actually reach the 0 TBR next year. That is like my big goal. And currently I have a little bit less, or around like 35-ish books on my TBR. So it is not completely delusional to reach that goal. So we'll see whether I can do that. But I will also do a video about 5 series I want to read next year and 5 new to me authors I want to try next year, as I did the last couple of years, but I have not chosen those yet. So that video will probably be posted right at the end of this year, like in December. So subscribe if you don't want to miss that one. And that is the tag. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm quite proud of myself. I made it through okay. And I hope this was a little bit fun to watch. Let me know what your reading plans are for the end of the year, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye!